Ferrari's secret that led to Hamilton's disqualification has been revealed. Yuki has been advised to reject Red Bull's promotion, and Franco's future could be at VCARB. Do consider subbing. Let's get into the latest F1 news. The recent murmurs within the paddock regarding Ferrari's SF25 car have sparked intriguing theories about its setup. Lewis Hamilton's remarks suggest that Ferrari may have modified their ride height after the sprint race, a critical factor that could explain the team's performance fluctuations. Sky F1 analyst Bernie Collins provides valuable insights, having assessed the situation in the Chinese GP paddock. He delves into the potential reasons behind the disqualifications of both Hamilton and his Ferrari teammate, Charles Leclerc, after the race. It raises the question, could these setup changes have played a role in their challenges? At the outset of the race weekend, Hamilton made a strong impression by securing pole position in the sprint and clinching victory. However, following setup adjustments for the qualifying sessions and the main race, Ferrari's pace seemed to falter sharply. Leclerc ended the race in P5, while Hamilton managed P6, but the aftermath was far worse. Leclerc was disqualified for being underweight, and Hamilton was disqualified due to excessive plank wear, a concern that raises serious implications for Ferrari's setup decisions. Collins, in an interview, acknowledged the possibility that the setup adjustments after the sprint could have contributed to these disqualifications. Changing a car's setup post-sprint is not uncommon, particularly since teams do not run their cars with a full fuel load in sprint races. Hence, increasing the ride height could be a strategic move to accommodate the additional weight of fuel for the main race. When comparing this situation to Hamilton's disqualification in Austin 2 years ago, Collins noted a notable difference. In that instance, teams were not allowed to adjust their setups between the sprint and the main race, making it impossible to react to issues like plank wear detected during the sprint. This time around, however, teams could proactively adjust their setups, which may have inadvertently led to increased plank wear. Collins discussed the management of tire wear across both race types, highlighting that the sprint race often requires more conservative driving strategies compared to the main race. This inherent difference could explain why the wear, and consequently the fuel usage, may have escalated during the main event, leading to unexpected consequences for the Ferrari team. Moreover, she pointed out that raising the car's ride height is generally a standard procedure across all teams, particularly in bumpy circuits like Australia, where these conditions can impact downforce and increase plank wear. Ferrari, however, struggled in Australia, not just due to strategy, but also because their performance in qualifying was lackluster. This raises another possibility. Ferrari's car may be particularly sensitive to changes in ride height regarding its aerodynamic performance. Could it be that the SF25 has what Collins terms a peaky ride height? This means that it has a narrow optimal range for ride height to maintain a competitive aerodynamic platform, a potential vulnerability for the team. Ideally, cars should be engineered to accommodate various ride heights to navigate the diverse challenges presented by different tracks. For example, in Austria, where the curbs are notably intense, teams ideally want to have the option to raise their ride height. So, as discussions about Ferrari's SF25 continue to swirl, the implications of these setup changes and their sensitivity to ride height become key talking points that could shape the team's strategy moving forward. Fans and analysts alike will be keenly watching to see how Ferrari adapts to these challenges in future races. The Chinese Grand Prix stirred considerable conversation, particularly regarding Lewis Hamilton's controversial disqualification. Many teams opted for a one-stop strategy. Hamilton chose a two-stop approach, which raised eyebrows. The question on everyone's mind: could this decision have contributed to plank wear on his Ferrari? Collins addressed the potential implications of Hamilton's strategy, noting, "The two-stopper will lead to pushing more on each lap, which raises concerns about tire management and vehicle integrity." A pressing question remained: did Hamilton sustain any damage from his incident with Leclerc? The FIA ruled out mitigating circumstances, suggesting that Ferrari failed to demonstrate any significant loss in performance, which left fans puzzled. On the flip side of the pit wall, Ferrari faced misjudgment over tire wear, leading to Hamilton's disqualification. Collins revealed that teams were caught off guard by how the hard compound would behave, complicating their race strategies. They didn't know how much the hard tire would wear, she explained. This uncertainty led to Leclerc's car being underweight, causing Ferrari's double disqualification and dropping them significantly in the Constructors' Championship standings. But what about the commercial impact of Hamilton's race? Highlighting his clout, reports emerged showing an 8-fold increase in sales for a key Ferrari sponsor following the race, underscoring the undeniable influence Hamilton wields. Meanwhile, former star Sebastian Vettel has emerged as a surprising figure amidst the fallout from Ferrari's disqualifications. Having claimed 14 victories during his time with the team, his legacy now serves as a reminder of the potential that Ferrari has lost amidst the chaos. In a chaotic aftermath, Martin Brundle speculated on the underlying issues contributing to Hamilton's disqualification. He's identified excessive wear on Hamilton's skid block as a critical point to investigate further. It's these insights that keep fans and pundits glued to the ongoing drama in the F1 world. On a slightly lighter note, Ted Kravitz offered an apology for an awkward moment during the Chinese GP, which provides a glimpse into the often candid nature of F1 broadcasting. As we move forward, one pressing question lingers. What does the future hold for young drivers like Liam Lawson amidst these shifting dynamics? With recent discussions about his position and potential replacements like Tsunoda, the narrative around Red Bull continues to evolve, drawing attention from all corners of the motorsport community. The racing world is full of surprises, and fans are left eagerly anticipating what's next. Yuki Tsunoda is making headlines, especially with whispers of a potential move to Red Bull Racing swirling around him. However, renowned former driver Ralf Schumacher has a stark warning for Tsunoda. He believes that accepting a promotion to Red Bull could prove quite detrimental to Tsunoda's career. The buzz around Tsunoda has intensified following Liam Lawson's shaky start to the season. There's speculation that Tsunoda, who initially missed out on the Red Bull seat in favor of Lawson, might be next in line for a promotion. But Schumacher is urging caution, emphasizing that jumping to Red Bull could lead to what he describes as career suicide. Speaking with Sky Germany, Schumacher expressed his disbelief over the potential move, raising concerns about Red Bull's management strategies. He highlighted that destabilizing a well-functioning team like Racing Bulls, where both drivers are performing effectively, doesn't make any sense. In Schumacher's eyes, while Tsunoda holds significant talent, he faces an uphill battle if he joins Red Bull, where he would have to contend with the dominating presence of Max Verstappen. Schumacher's comments further reflect his frustration with the chaos he perceives within Red Bull. He advised Tsunoda's management team to think long and hard before accepting any kind of offer from the team. The implications are clear. Moving to Red Bull may not provide the career boost that Tsunoda may expect, especially when Racing Bulls appears to be giving him a better shot. He firmly stated that if he were guiding Tsunoda, he wouldn't recommend taking such a leap. The Racing Bulls seems to be the safer bet at the moment, particularly considering the performance Tsunoda is achieving with the current setup. A switch now, according to Schumacher, could ultimately hinder Tsunoda's growth in the sport. With tension brewing around the Red Bull team dynamics, the situation serves as a sobering reminder of the unpredictable nature of Formula One. As fans and analysts keep a close eye on Tsunoda, the burning question remains: will he heed Schumacher's advice, or will he take the plunge into the uncertain waters of Red Bull Racing? The spotlight is shining brightly on Liam Lawson as speculation swirls about his future with Red Bull Racing. Following his recent performance, questions are arising about whether he'll stay in the driver's seat or if a change is on the horizon for the upcoming race in Japan at Suzuka. Yuki Tsunoda, another talented driver, has made it clear he believes he's more than capable of stepping into Lawson's seat. Tsunoda confidently asserted he is 100% ready to jump in if called upon, but Red Bull's CEO and team principal, Christian Horner, remains non-committal. He expresses support for Lawson but doesn't dismiss the possibility of a swap, indicating the team is weighing all their options. Horner has emphasized that everything is currently speculative, particularly in the wake of racing events. As he puts it, "We've just finished this race. We're going to take away the info and have a good look at it." This indecision reflects the intense pressure of competing at the highest level of motorsport, where every race can bring new challenges and insights. The urgency of the situation has led Red Bull to call an emergency meeting amid these swirling rumors. With the fast-paced dynamics of Formula One, decisions need to be made quickly. So, who really are Red Bull's best options as they evaluate Lawson's performance? Amidst these developments, Tsunoda stands out as a potential game-changer. He's vocal about his readiness and confidence, suggesting he could make waves if given the chance, contrasting with Lawson's current struggle to assert himself within the team. As we approach the next race, the collective attention turns to this pivotal situation. Will Red Bull stay loyal to Lawson or make the call to integrate Tsunoda into the mix? The racing world waits with bated breath as they prepare for what could be a significant turning point in the upcoming race at Suzuka. Only time will tell how this drama unfolds. Franco Colapinto is currently the reserve driver for Alpine in the 2025 Formula One season. However, multiple sources have confirmed that he is not in contention to step in for Liam Lawson at Red Bull. Liam Lawson has been under pressure as he battles to maintain his position at Red Bull, especially after a shaky start to the 2025 season. His struggles saw him failing to advance beyond Q1 in the first two races held in Australia and China, raising concerns about his future with the team. As speculation mounts regarding Lawson's potential replacement before the upcoming Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka, many are wondering about the implications for the Red Bull team. A meeting at Red Bull's Milton Keynes headquarters is anticipated soon, wherein a final decision regarding Lawson's status will be discussed. Although rumors have circulated, it's important to note that no definitive action has been taken yet. Among those considered as possible replacements, Yuki Tsunoda, the Japanese driver currently with Red Bull's junior team, is seen as a top contender. His ongoing performance makes him a viable candidate should Lawson get dropped from the lineup. The pressing question surrounding Liam Lawson is about who could potentially fill his seat. While Red Bull's junior pool is a focus, there's speculation that the team might explore options beyond their established roster. Some drivers without a permanent seat for the current season could be in the mix for a return, heightening the stakes in the driver market. Interestingly, Colapinto has been mentioned in recent reports as a potential option, particularly since he had a brief but impressive stint with Williams towards the end of last season. This performance caught the eyes of various teams, including both Red Bull and Alpine, after he managed to score points in his initial outings. Despite the rumors, sources close to the situation suggest that Colapinto is unlikely to be part of any contingency plans should Lawson need to be replaced. This comes as the team looks for immediate solutions that align with their competitive goals. As the season progresses, all eyes will be on how Red Bull addresses these challenges and navigates their driver lineup as they aim for success in the highly competitive world of Formula One. Recently, Colapinto has been on Red Bull's radar, fueled by a meeting between team principal Christian Horner and Williams' hospitality unit during last November's Brazilian Grand Prix. There was significant buzz surrounding this potential deal, highlighting Colapinto's rising profile in the sport. However, it seems Red Bull's interest in Colapinto has cooled after some alarming incidents in the 2024 season. Notably, he endured a severe 50G crash during qualifying in Las Vegas, leading many to question his reliability as a future driver for the team. Despite that setback, in January, Alpine confirmed Colapinto's signing as one of their 4 official reserve drivers for the 2025 season. Williams team boss James Vowles expressed that this move would provide Colapinto with his best chance of returning to a race seat, possibly as soon as this season. Rumors have circulated that Colapinto might replace Jack Doohan in an Alpine race seat during the F1 2025 season. Both Alpine principal Oliver Oakes and advisor Flavio Briatore haven't denied these whispers, indicating that a swap could be on the cards. Meanwhile, Doohan's place with the team hinges on his performance, an ongoing standard across all teams. So far, Doohan has shown promise in the early rounds of the season, comparing favorably to teammate Pierre Gasly in terms of one-lap pace. But it hasn't been all smooth sailing. Alpine finds itself at the bottom of the Constructors' Championship, failing to score any points thus far in the 2025 season. As the season progresses, the situation is becoming increasingly fluid, particularly regarding Red Bull's decisions and their driver lineup. One standout name, Liam Lawson, remains under scrutiny. With 2 races yielding no points, Lawson now finds himself firmly in the spotlight of discussions regarding Red Bull's second seat. In the wake of Max Verstappen's comments about the team, Lawson expressed a need for clarity on the future. His recent radio exchanges during races have also revealed his ongoing struggles and aspirations, highlighting the intense pressure to deliver results in a top-tier team struggling to find its footing. With the season still unfolding, it remains to be seen how these driver dynamics will shape the future for both Colapinto and Lawson, especially under the constant pressure of modern Formula One competition. Since the beginning of the F1 2025 season, Lewis Hamilton's switch to Ferrari has resulted in a staggering 8-fold increase in sales for Puma's Ferrari merchandise. That's right, you heard it! As one of the most decorated drivers in the sport's history, Hamilton's move to Ferrari has not only created a buzz on the track, but has also turned the brand into a commercial powerhouse. This switch marks only the second team change in Hamilton's illustrious career, spanning over 12 years at Mercedes. With 7 world championships and more than 100 race wins, Hamilton isn't just a driver, he's a brand himself. His new contract with Ferrari has been dubbed a commercial juggernaut, with estimates suggesting he will rake in an impressive $57 million each season. That's a monumental figure, reflective of not just his driving skill, but also his marketability. The ripple effects of Hamilton joining Ferrari don't stop there. Alongside landing Hamilton, Ferrari has secured significant sponsorship deals, including a partnership with Hewlett-Packard and a lucrative contract with the Milan-based bank UniCredit. These partnerships started to bloom shortly after Hamilton's announcement, showing just how much interest and investment his presence has attracted. Recently, the team kicked off the F1 season with a spectacular launch event in Milan, featuring a thrilling demonstration of their cars from 2019 and 2021. Both Hamilton and his teammate Charles Leclerc captivated a large audience, further fueling Ferrari's brand appeal and showcasing the synergy between team performance and commercial success. Interestingly, this isn't Hamilton's first collaboration with Puma. He has previously worked with the brand during his time at Mercedes. However, this new relationship with Ferrari appears to be on another level, showcasing the potential for athletes to drive sales through their sheer influence and popularity. The competition in F1 is fierce, and with changes like Hamilton's, it's clear that commercial viability is just as important as race day performance. As brands like Adidas make their move into F1, having taken over Mercedes' sponsorship, it'll be fascinating to see how these dynamics evolve. In fact, team boss Toto Wolff mentioned that Hamilton was a bit disappointed not to front the Adidas partnership, highlighting just how significant his market presence can be. Lewis Hamilton has not only redefined his racing career, but is also shaping the commercial landscape of Formula One in exciting new ways. It's a thrilling time for fans and brands alike, as we watch how one athlete's journey can steer an entire industry's fortunes. What do you think about Hamilton's move to Ferrari and its impact? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insights into the world of Formula One. Lewis Hamilton has had a challenging start to his career with Ferrari. In his debut race in Australia, the 40-year-old finished in 10th place, battling tough wet conditions. However, it wasn't just that race that stirred the headlines. Recently, Hamilton showcased his talent by converting pole position into a sprint victory at the Chinese Grand Prix. Yet, his celebration was short-lived as he was disqualified from 6th place due to excessive wear on his skid blocks. This disqualification marks a concerning trend for Hamilton, as it's his second in 2 years. In 2023, he faced a similar fate at the United States Grand Prix. Interestingly, his first disqualification in Formula One dates back to the 2009 Australian Grand Prix, where he was removed for misleading the FIA stewards. This raises questions about his new team's setup and strategy. There's a buzz in the paddock around the recent skid block incident. Martin Brundle, a respected commentator, has put forth his theory regarding why Hamilton's Ferrari experienced this unusual wear. Meanwhile, whispers suggest that both Ferrari drivers being disqualified from the Chinese Grand Prix could lead to new adjustments in their SF25 setup aspirations. Amidst Ferrari's woes, the FOM's response to team principal Fred Vasseur's public displeasure over a joke broadcast concerning Hamilton shines a light on the ongoing communication challenges facing F1 teams and officials. Vasseur is expected to address this matter further with the FOM, shedding light on a complicated season. As we reflect on Hamilton's tumultuous early days with Ferrari, the narrative surrounding team dynamics and performance will be crucial. With so much at stake this season, the discussions about changes and potential strategies will surely resonate within the F1 community and among fans worldwide. What are your thoughts on Hamilton's struggles with Ferrari so far? Do you believe he can turn things around? Share your views in the comments below. And if you found this insight engaging, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and activate the notification bell for further updates on the high-speed world of Formula One.